Easy, you good?
Good. Boo!
Yo!
Boo!
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 Speaking
of boo, it's kind of scary season.
Yo, we're getting to the scary season. The Halloween decorations are up.
I started early. I started watching scary movies with my sister.
Yeah.
September and then obviously October. So I have like a 2-month. I mean, I'm always watching scary movies.
Really? You're a horror guy? I'm not a horror guy.
No, really?
Nope.
I would have thought you were.
No, I get nightmares.
Really?
No, I always get nightmares. Like, it's fucking insane. I just go to sleep every night and fucking... like Marissa sleeping next to me, she's like, it seems like you're always fighting in your dreams. And like I'll wake up and like tell the story and it's like I'm running from fucking zombies, or like just now I was in like I just woke up and I was like in this ninja academy.
Okay.
But it was kind of like part of my like lacrosse team.
Okay.
So like instead of lacrosse sticks we had like swords.
All right.
And like this like we were like in a game against another academy, but like you kill the other people.
Okay.
And like
so 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Yeah, and like my team got tricked and like they like went to an away game, but then like our fortress got attacked. So like it was just me and like 4 other guys and we're like trying to defend the fort. And then like right when I die, I wake up every time.
And then you're fucking next to Marissa, and it's like,
and I'm like, ah!
Like she's sleeping next to a war vet.
Yeah,
she's Jory. It's the war. It's the battle.
It's the battle. I just see like the flashes of Vietnam, like fucking during REM sleep.
I can't get away from those explosions. I have bad dreams. When I was a kid, I used to have them really bad. Like I would get up and move around and like walk around the house, and my parents had to wake me up.
Oh, sleepwalking.
And I remember they would wake me up. I remember being awake for like the wake up because I was like partially still in the dream, partially still awake.
Yeah.
And I would be like, like, and I was just, I remember like
you get like startled awake,
but you couldn't like. I remember like I couldn't stop myself. Like I was just swinging, and granted, it didn't make any difference because I was 10 years old.
Yeah,
but like, if you're a grown man swinging, it's like,
no, but like I stay in my like I'm just like completely laid back. Like from a distance, it looks like I'm chilling, but like my feet are like moving the whole time, like I'm running. And then, like, you know, I'm tossing elbows to her, you know.
I had a dream once. Where I was with my sister, and we were in the kitchen of my old house. And she's like, come downstairs. I want to show you something. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And I go downstairs, and I trip, and I tumble down the stairs. And it's all dark down there. I'm like, what the fuck? And I hit the light. And the light is like this dingy light that doesn't really illuminate anything. And I look around, and there's just literally floor covered by just like dead, mangled bodies.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh. And then I went to go crawl up the stairs, and they were covering the stairs too. And I had to like crawl through bodies.
Wow.
Went to sleep. Woke up. I was like, the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Went to sleep again. And I was in this movie theater. In the movie theater, the screen was white, so it was illuminating the whole movie theater, and it was a packed movie theater.
Yeah,
and like everyone, it was like every seat was filled, and I was just in a packed movie theater that was like brightly lit, and then everyone starts slowly turning around to me, and they all had this like horrifying white face.
Wow.
And then they just start climbing over the seats, like trying to get to me. I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like backing up over them, but like, you know, you can feel yourself moving in real life.
Yeah.
And it's slow.
Dude, it's nuts.
And I was like moving like in fucking quicksand, dude.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck? And I woke up and I was like, this is just not gonna,
dude,
gonna subside.
In college, I had my junior year, we had an apartment, right? So it was me and another guy in like the master bedroom, and then like the other guy took like who found the apartment. He took the single, you know, and which was good because that guy like smelled really bad. And like he was like real dirty and like constantly like we used to joke that like he never showered, and he just like would go in the bathroom and turn like the hot water up and do jumping jacks and like rip out his armpit hair and throw it on the shower, because like he would take a shower and it'd still smell, and like there would just be like black and curlies all over the soap and shit. Dude, like we hated living with this guy. And so I get like these really vivid dreams. So for like a week straight, I would wake up and like the first night I just like woke up and I told him my dream. I'm like, I got to get this off my chest. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So that like the next 4 or 5 days it happened and I got replaced right where I left off in a dream.
Fuck.
So like the second day I was like, dude, it happened again. And then on the third day, like my roommate was like, he woke up and he's like, tell me what happened. Like he was like in bed like this, like like waiting for me to wake up, and he's just like, I need to know what happened next.
It's arguably worse than the dream.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like a scary dream, but it just was crazy that it was like repetitive, and like it was kind of a mix of like iRobot and like Terminator, and it was like a lot of like weird like robot type movie dreams. So like we all went underground, and like my home base was at the school. I live across the street, but like the field in the back, water like came up, like it became like almost like a coast, because this is like post-apocalyptic, you know. And we set up a bunker underneath the school, because the school, you know, has basement. Like I went to that school, and we were like, it like the AI had taken over, like in Terminator, you know. So I had this pet gorilla named Mongo, and like Mongo could kill the robots because he's a strong ass fucking gorilla, but none of us could. So like Mongo like protected us. And dude, it's actually kind of smart, is like when you go out into the world, like little robots like GPSs and like little things would like strap onto you, because the robots wanted to know where the humans were. So like to enter the bunker, we had anti-static spray, like you spray on your clothes.
This is a fucking in detail dream,
dude. It's so in detail.
Jeez.
So like you'd spray on your clothes and you'd go in this area and you'd see all the little robots like fall off you, because they were using static energy to like stay powered.
Yeah.
And then like I had this like I was like the leader of the rebellion, and the guy, I had this black dude who was like my number 2. His name was Tyrone, and he was like I don't know, like this kind of like genius tactical guy who knew like how to make these crazy bombs and everything. And so like, you know, the dream just keeps going on and on until finally they sent like Terminators like into the bunker. They got past Mongo took out one, and 2 more came, and one went to Tyrone's office and one went to my office. But me and Tyrone, we missed each other, and I was in Tyrone's office, so I went in and I start fighting the robot, like just squared up with him. And then like all the skin got worn off my right arm, and it turned out I had a robot arm. Yeah. You know, like an iRobot. And like I was just like ripping off all these movies like in my dream, and like I killed the robot, but the robot ended up killing Tyrone, and he was going to my office because he had a plan to turn the anti-static spray into a nuke, and we were gonna nuke the robots. So then like
this dream is all over the place.
Yo, it was crazy, and like, but it all had continuity, and I just woke up like right where it fucking left off. And like that happened like one other time, but like I'm not gonna get into it because you seem bored.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know one thing you just said. I don't know one thing you just fucking said. I
Do you even know the movies that I'm talking about?
I don't know one thing you just said. I was with you with the robots and the gorilla, but then the static energy, I was like, wait, what? And then you go, then they were wearing hats, Trav.
They had the hats on
they
to
had
look
the hats,
like humans.
and then they look like humans, but they're not. And I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Then George Clooney was there, and he was playing the main robot. And then, hello, Marissa.
You started like your eyes started glassing over. I'm like, wow.
Marissa.
Wow.
Man, I'm telling the story again.
Oh my God.
Do you ever have a sex dream
Often.
with? Yeah. You ever have a sex dream, but it's with someone that you know, close,
Yes. Yeah.
and it's like you wake up and you're like, did
Yeah.
they like leave earlier tonight? Did that happen?
No, it never felt real, like real enough where I'm like, oh no, like this person, like we did it, like they left.
Did you dude? So like, we've talked about it on this podcast before. I don't jerk off anymore because it's just like I just don't care about it.
Right.
I don't know what happened. I just lost care for it.
Yeah. No fap gang.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't. It's boring. Plus, I have like calluses on my hands, hard.
Yeah.
Like I have like fucking, like, I don't know, like diamonds on my hands.
Right. Yeah. You got a lot of calluses. I got a couple.
Yeah. So, I don't. That just makes me not want to jerk off.
Right.
So I don't. But when you do that, you're just walking around with a loaded gun.
Yeah, you really are.
And if I don't jerk off long enough, and I have one of these sex dreams, I just kablam in my sleep.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Dude, that happens.
Dude,
I never had wet dreams as a kid.
Never.
But then as an adult, I started having them because I stopped jerking off. It was nuts. I was like 34 and I had my first wet dream. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, did I pee? Like, what happened?
Oh, I knew it wasn't pee.
This is the stickiest pee I've ever had.
Dude, I knew it wasn't pee because I woke up just like aggressively fucking the bed. And I was like, I woke up like, you know when like the wolf man wakes up in the middle of the morning, like, what have I done?
Yeah.
I woke up just like, what am I doing? And I was like, oh, and I was like, let me just convince myself that's a dream.
Yeah.
And this didn't happen. And then I wake up and there's just like disgusting mess all over my waist.
Yeah, dude, that happened a lot. There was one time actually I was again sleeping next to Marissa and I started having a sex dream and she fucking started hitting me and she's like, that better be about me, because I was like fucking humping her side.
Dude, chicks get mad at that.
Yeah,
like with the dreams. I'm like,
she was getting mad.
what do you want me to do I can't control my dreams.
Yeah.
I literally have zero control over that.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I usually get them when I'm sleeping on my stomach, you know, because it's like the pressure.
Yeah.
It's the pressure of the mattress.
The pressure. And then, you know, the gorillas come.
Yeah.
And then they use static energy.
Yeah, dude. Sex robots and fucking dreams.
Dude, that's Jesus Christ, man.
But yeah, I had a sex dream about someone that I knew, and they were like so hot in my dream that I went out into real life, and I was like, yo, I gotta fuck this person.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I ended up doing it.
Oh.
But they were a letdown. They were better up here.
Oh,
and
really?
I was just like, nah, I can't do it.
Or just like not a fun time in bed?
No, like their body looked a lot better up here, you know, and they were like, they took their clothes off and they were kind of like egg shaped.
Like the villain from Sonic?
Yeah.
Was his name like Dr. Egg or something?
Dr. Robotnik. It's Dr. Egg.
That's way off, dude.
Dr. Egg. Just like the unscariest villain and everything.
Oh no. Here comes Dr. Egg.
Here comes Dr. Egg.
Dude, it's fucking Dr. Egg. Oh, I'm mad slap happy today, dude. It's gonna be. Have a great day. We've talked about being slap happy before.
Yeah. Dude, we get like that.
there's no way to like tap into it.
Yeah, it just happens once in a while.
It just be happening.
Yeah.
You know? It's fucking cool, dude. It's do you have any shows recently?
No. I got one Friday. But before we do that, we got to bring up our sponsors, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I just want to mention them real quick.
Yeah.
Because I confirmed with my knife guy.
Yeah?
Dude, the knife guy's down. So if you look up Kratos Knives on Instagram, I've been talking to whoever runs the Instagram account. He never gave me a name. But, dude, he sent us like $150 in free shit.
Hey!
And, I bought like the high quality knife for myself. Like, put a little money in his pocket, like in good faith. Like, hey, like, let's kind of grow together. And he's like down for it. And he's like, yo, I'm so happy you guys messaged me. He's sending us like a bunch of knives and shit. And yeah, so we're gonna get some free shit. Check out Kratos Knives on Instagram. Seems like a cool guy. He's got a lot of cool products.
Kratos Knives, guys.
Kratos. Yeah.
If you like knives, if you like cool stuff like that, definitely check these guys out. Yeah, I was looking at their website, and they have some really like well-made stuff. So like, I mean, if you're a knife person, you're looking for well-made stuff so it doesn't fall apart and it lasts a long time. And that's what this guy's doing. This guy's doing Kratos Knives is really putting in the time.
He's really doing it
to make you a well-made product.
And there's this guy on Instagram. He's a comedian. I think he's a comedian, but dude, he's got one of the most interesting Instagrams ever. Dylan Slaughter.
Yeah, I know him.
Do you know this guy?
I met him in Texas.
Bro, he is so fucking funny on Instagram. So what went down was I saw Dylan getting Dylan liked one of our videos, and I saw like he's like verified or whatever. So I was like, oh, let me check this guy out. And I saw him getting a Kratos Knives tattoo. So I fucking messaged Dylan. I'm like, yo, thanks for liking our shit. And he's like, yo, dude, you guys are hilarious. Yeah. And he like fucking loved us. And so we're like talking. I was like, dude, if you're ever like in that fucking creepy van of yours in New York, like come by and like come on the podcast. He's like, oh, absolutely. I'm going to be out there like this such and such time. So like he might jump on the pod, like, but that dude is just like a wanderer. Yeah. He just like wanders the country, like doing crazy shit.
I met him in Texas and we hit it off. And that was before he went on his bus excursion, his van excursion.
Yeah, whatever, dude. It's like a truck with like a porta potty on top where he sleeps in.
It kind of looks like, what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of the truck that the Jeepers Creepers Monsters drives.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, it's like dingy and like cool looking.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I was just talking to him. I commented on something, and he commented back. And
dude,
he's a really cool guy.
Really cool guy, and he's like really good with like tools and shit. He works at like a sawmill. Like
you got it. If you're gonna live that life, you fucking better be.
He's fucking like he's like a goofy guy, but then like like when it comes down to it, he was like grilling a steak on like a saw blade and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, he does crazy shit.
He's super resourceful.
So then after that, I messaged the knife guy, and I was like, yo, you seem like you're comedy friendly. Like, we got a podcast. Like, dude, we're not looking for a lot, Like, if you want to sponsor us. And the guy seemed down. And, like, fucking just reached out to people on Instagram, and it fucking worked in both cases. Like, they were both, like really cool. They checked out the show, and they fucking like it.
Yeah,
it's good to hear feedback like that.
Yeah, it is. We also have another sponsor, Buddha Belly Records in Sadeville.
Hell yeah, Long Island, Sadeville.
Yeah, I just did a show there. They're doing comedy shows there. He's new over there, and he has like real authentic records from any genre that you're looking for. It's a real cool store. They sell kratom, kava, stuff like this. So it's a really chill vibe. Like you can just go there, sit on a couch, sit on a chair with your friends, listen to records, sip kratom, kava, just have like a chill time. And he's looking to do more events. Like the comedy show that we did was fucking sick. He has a whole back room dedicated to comedy. I think he's thinking about moving it up. He's thinking about growing it.
That's awesome because the place looked cool.
Yeah.
And like vinyl is like the one hobby that I don't have. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I collected vinyl because
I
it's
do.
like, dude, it's such a cool hobby. It's just so expensive, and like,
But
dude, like if I had another hobby at this point, I'd be like fucking broke between like video games and
Yeah.
collecting fucking magic cards like a loser
But here's the thing: they're reasonably priced.
at his place.
Vinyls, yeah. And
that's
it's
awesome.
like not only that, like if you're in the crystals, stuff like that, he sells stuff like that also. I'm
Yeah.
about to go back and buy some bracelets. I'm out of bracelets.
Yeah,
So
dude.
he says
Well,
some-
what you know what they say about when bracelets fall off is that their purpose is done.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. But crystals, yeah, we love our crystals on the show.
Yeah.
Seems like they got a lot of cool shit over
Yeah.
there.
So if you want quality records for a reasonable price,
I gotta
a cool vibe, and crystals, and just like a genuine cool place to be and hang out with your friends. Maybe you don't want to hit the bar on a Saturday night, you go over there, or just during the day, during the week, go to Buddha Belly Records in Sayville. Guys, check him out. He's a really cool guy. The guy Mike. He's
yeah,
cool.
I gotta get. Is that Courtney Ortera's room?
Yes, it is.
I gotta get her to book me, man. She.
It's a fun room, man.
Yeah, she's a young chick doing well in comedy. I gotta try to get on one of those shows because it looks like a really cool place. But yeah, dude, I got a show coming up Friday at JJ's Tavern in Amityville.
I think we're on that.
Yeah, I think we're on that together.
Oh,
We got a couple homies coming down. We got Miguel Silva, who's been on the show. We got Renee Fuentes, who's fucking one of my boys. He used to come on my old podcast, Couch Quest, all the time. We'd play Call of Duty and just fucking chill out during COVID. I've been on the road with Renee. He's fucking really cool guy.
I just.
But the last time,
I was about to say.
yeah, the last time I was at JJ's, it was pre-pandemic, but like
No, it was like ramped up pandemic.
it was like getting there. You know, shit wasn't really closed down, but I guess they started.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because they were like bars weren't closed, obviously, but
Well, that bar wasn't.
yeah, but they were saying like we could perform outdoors, you know, which is something that like governors took advantage of, you know, so comedy could like still happen. So, you know, we were outdoors, we were performing in the parking lot. I was hosting a show, and I had performed at JJ's one other time, and they liked me there. And the second time, you know, everyone was just going crazy. This one guy was really fucking drunk, and he started like talking shit during like while I was up, and so I started playing with him a little bit, you know, and then he started telling me how he's like the fucking owner, and I was like, you're not the owner, dude. You look homeless. Like you're coming in here with like fucking like jeans that are ripped, but you didn't buy them that way. You know what I'm saying? Like he looked like in like a shirt that was like completely fucking like worn, you know, like everything's like fading away, but you could tell it was like a t-shirt that it was given to him like for free.
Yeah.
Are you like trying to hang yourself during
no.
another fucking story, bro? Oh my god, he's got the mic cord around his neck. Like, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up for today. This is insane.
No.
Bro, he's trying to kill himself. Hugh's talking again.
Yo, go on with that story.
Yeah, bro.
What were you saying with the story?
Yeah.
You got any high light fixture, preferably
Yeah,
for
bro.
holding 180-pound men? I'm kidding. Tell us.
I'll just hold it. I'll just
No. Tell the story. So this guy, he's
yeah,
the
no.
owner.
So he just like you know, he started saying he was the fucking owner. He was obviously fucking not, and you know, then he started taking you know, a bunch of steps towards the stage, and like, you know, coming at me kind of hot, like he was gonna try to fight me, and like I just did not back down at all. I was like, bro, I will fucking kill you. Like, I will really hit you, like, with a mic in my hand, like, and just go back to telling jokes about you.
Yeah.
You know, like, and there was video of that night. It was, you know, it was really fucking grainy, you know, but the video was pretty funny to rewatch. So that was my last time at fucking JJ's.
Yeah, that was the last time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I forgot about that, and then when I saw us on the flyer, I was like, "Oh shit! I fucking remember that."
Yeah, yeah. It was a good time.
I've had that was a good set, and then I remember he did one inside. That was a really good set.
Yeah, I did that one too.
You did,
and they had a lot of like hot punk rock chicks there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like, I think you were on that one too.
Yeah, I was like fucking 270 pounds at that point.
Were you really?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. You don't look that big. Like you probably what, like 240?
What, right now?
No, like, you know, when you were big.
No. Highest I ever got was like 260. I got above 240. 260 was like I hadn't stepped on a scale in fucking months. And then like when I did, I was like, yo, this has gotta stop. You know?
260's a big fella. Because think about it, you could be like 6'4" and 260. 6'5" and 260. You know what I mean? Like
I was like 6 foot 260. You know, yeah. So like I feel like I hit it well. You know,
yeah.
Like some of my friends can't tell like if I'm 180 or fucking 240. You know, like they really just like, you know, because I don't really get it in the face as much. You know, but
that's where I get it in the face.
Yeah,
I gotta watch my face.
Yeah, but at that point, like I looked at pictures, like specifically that one from JJ's, and I was like, dude, I looked fucking bad.
Yeah.
And that like put me on where I was like, yo, I gotta start like watching what I eat. Like I completely cut out like sugar and fucking pasta.
Oh, dude,
like,
the bread fucking kills you.
Yeah, dude, I completely cut that out.
People call it bro science, but it's like, listen, if you stop eating bread, you'll lose like 6 pounds in a week.
Yeah.
Maybe even like 6-7 pounds.
Yeah.
It's that serious.
And like, you know, just like the fucking sugary shit, you know? Like I was like really fucking depressed at that time too. But like you know, this like it kind of went on to like pandemic, you know, but then like I started working out like hardcore at work. And like when we got back from COVID, and then like I went and like I did that, like first I stopped drinking, then I stopped doing sugar and like carbs like as best as I could, you know. Like I'm also not the guy that's gonna be like, oh, like someone brings fucking donuts to work and it's like I'm not gonna not have a fucking donut, you know. I feel like those people are like ridiculous, where it's just like you see like this bitch at work and she's just like, oh, I want a donut, but like I can't, you know, and like I want one, but I shouldn't, and like they just like talk out loud about it, like, oh, whoever brought donuts, I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah,
and it's just like
other when they're like, oh, I'm bad.
Oh, I'm bad.
Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, I'm gonna have one.
I'm gonna have one.
Man,
oh,
I'm bad.
This is gonna go to my thighs.
I'm one of those people who don't, but I also don't talk about it. I'm just like, I'm all right. If they ask, I'm like, no, I'm fine, dude.
Yeah, you know, it's just like I would do it so rarely. It's not like fucking everybody brings donuts to work every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, someone fucking went to the donuts place everybody likes. I'm gonna have one. You know, like, so it's like I wouldn't deny myself, like, you know, that, because like I feel like then what I would do is like I would have like a cheat meal. Like I never did a cheat meal. You know what I'm saying? Like most people that like lift and like are trying to stay in shape, they like wait till like Friday, and then they're a complete piece of shit on Friday. Yeah. And then like they just like wait all week to get to Friday so they can drink and fucking rape a turkey or whatever they do. You know, like they do like like the weird cheat meal. I'm gonna have like 16 tacos, and it's like then they work out fucking all week to try to burn that off.
Oh, that's the thing you realize when you get in your 30s. You can't outwork a bad diet.
Yeah.
Like, I used to do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
I'd be like, whatever. Like, I'll drink and do fucking blow. In my 20s, like, drink, do blow, and who knows whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then, like, Monday, Tuesday, like, I'm back on I'm back on par, governor. Like
Right.
I'm fucking
Governor.
I'm fucking ready to go. But now it's like, yeah, you can't really. You gotta. Nothing is worse when you see a picture of yourself on stage, and you look fucking terrible, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's bad. That's bad.
you're
I've seen it both ways, dude. I saw one picture when I was on drugs where I looked like I was like 165 pounds,
Oh,
and I looked like a fucking lollipop. You know, I was
Oof.
just like a stick body with this big fucking head that I have. And then, like, you know, the other one was at, like, specifically at JJ's, where it's just like I could tell I was fat through a sweatshirt. Like, I was trying to fucking hide it and I couldn't. But, like, I don't know. Other people tell me, like, oh, I had no idea you got that big, you know? But I did notice, like, at work, people were fucking making fun of me for being fat, and that was bothering me.
there is nothing like being made fun of for being fat.
Yeah, dude. So that, like, fucking got me back into it.
You want to see? We're talking about pictures of being on drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I think this lighting isn't isn't the best.
Yeah.
So the lighting's not the best, but I look like a fucking crypt keeper here.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Is that the Giggle Room?
It is the Giggle Room. Oh.
Yeah, the Giggle Room doesn't have good lighting for pictures.
That is a fucking I mean, good God.
Yeah.
That
I
is
love doing
fucking
the Giggle
hard.
Room, but, like, if the camera is not fucking, like, amazing, then, like, I really don't like the pictures that come from there. I always feel like I look weird.
Man,
It's, like, real, like, yellow lighting.
it's it's weird. Like, I feel like my nipples look weird in shirts sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
Like, they look like they protrude.
Oh, dude, I get that once in a while.
Yeah, but, like, they're regular nipples.
Yeah. Dude, like, I even had, a mastectomy?
What is that?
Did we ever talk about that? I had,
No.
like, the titty surgery.
What?
Yeah, when I was, like, sophomore in high school, I had, like, titty surgery.
You had tit surgery?
Yeah.
Do you feel brave?
I do.
Explain your
No,
your
dude,
journey.
like, I was, it must have been either sophomore or junior year where, like, I was working out like a fucking fiend.
I'm fucking around. Continue. I'm kidding.
Dude, I'm gonna let you fucking carry this episode.
No. I was fucking with you. I'm genuinely interested in about that.
Yeah, no. So, like, I was working out like a fucking fiend, bro. Like, I was, you know, playing football and lacrosse, and, like, any day that I didn't have practice, I was in the weight room. And then, like, days that we didn't have school, I had a weight room at my house, and I was constantly like on weekends, like, my friends, like, we would just, like, get together and play lacrosse. You know, like, that was what we did. We were just really fucking dedicated. And so I was constantly doing cardio. I was eating pretty good, you know, but, like, you're a sophomore, you're a junior in high school. Like, you shouldn't have to eat, like, a fucking clean diet, you know, like, super clean.
You were like 16.
Yeah, dude. Like, my metabolism was always, like, pretty good. And I don't know, man. It was just like, I went to the doctor and I was like, dude, why do I have, like, bitch tits? You know? And, like, I felt like, you know what kind of bothered me was, like, every kid would, like, come over and, like, try to pinch my nipples and shit.
Ow.
And I was like, they're obviously, like, seeing something to pinch.
Yeah.
You know?
They are.
Yeah. And they're like, they're seeing something and they would, like, try to pinch my nipples. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, well, try working out your chest more. I'm like, doc, I'm benching like 300 pounds. Like, I work out my chest all the time.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right, well, just give him a shot, work out chest more, and then, like, come back to me. So then I did that. And, like, it was like a couple, like, months later. And I'm like, you know, doc, I'm benching almost fucking 350 now. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
And, you know, he's like, all right, you know, we'll get you to the surgery. So they, like, went in through my nipples, and, like, they took out a bunch of tissue.
Damn.
And, like, my chest has looked a lot better ever since.
Yeah. That's funny that you say to work out the chest part, because I was always super thin. I was like in the 130s for most of high school, and I had, like, just like, you would see my nipples through, like, certain shirts.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, freshman year in high school, I was like trying out for the football team, and they were like, one of the older kids was like, "Yo, nipples, get over here."
Oh God.
And I was like, "Fuck."
Dude, that stays with you.
Yeah. And I was like, "What? I'm gonna do like push-ups, this and that. I'll just grow my chest, and then they'll equally disperse amongst the pecs." And then now I just grew pecs, and they just stayed.
Yeah.
And now it just
that's
is
what happened, you know.
Now it just is what it is.
And
so
now,
like
I don't really have like the pecs right now, but like, you know, I still feel like everything's kind of tight. You know, that surgery like really helped me out.
You want to get pecs? This is honestly like for everyone. 50 push-ups a day. That's it.
Yeah, I just haven't been working out. Like that's my thing, you know.
Consistently 50 push-ups a day, and I'm talking like 2-3 weeks. You're gonna see like triceps and pecs. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, your core starting to tighten up.
Yeah. 50 push-ups a day. That's it. Because we used to do that with wrestling, and it was like our like summer assignment. We had to like do all these like workouts a day.
Right.
And we had like have a checklist, and then come back in September and show him how much work we did. And I never did the push-ups. Like, the fuck is push-ups gonna do?
Right.
I got out of high school, and I was like, you know what? Let me try the fucking 50 push-ups a day thing.
Right.
And like it was. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I swear by push-ups. Yeah.
When you see people in prison, they're doing push-ups, dips, pull-ups. Those guys are fucking jacked.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the big ones, you know?
Yeah, it's so strange how.
But that's what I was doing at work. I was just working out, doing like body weight exercises, and that's like the biggest I've fucking been in like a long time. Like, dude, we had like these guardrails, and like there's usually a toe bar, a middle one, and like the upper one. So like I would hold the upper one like I was doing like almost like rows, you know, or like whatever, and I put my feet on the toe bar and like lean my body all the way back and just kind of like would do that, and I would do like really high reps and like multiple sets. I would do a set every hour, and I was working for 12 hours, so I do 12 sets of like say 50.
Were you on any gear in high school?
Never.
Dude, there are some people, like there are kids in Instagram now that are like, yo, I'm 16, I'm benching 500. I'm like, you're on gear, brother.
Yeah.
And if you take gear when you're fucking 16, 17.
Yeah, you're fucking with your body.
You're fucking with
your hormones.
You're fucking with your body hard. Like real hard, dude.
Yeah. You might fucking look good. But like that's what like a lot of kids in high school did. I thought it was so funny. It's like they all did steroids in high school, but they were all like say like 5'3". There was like a group of them. It was like 10 of them that were like 5'3", and they're just fucking yoked out of their skulls.
Like the lollipop guild.
And like like some of them tried to wrestle, some of them tried to play football, but it was just like, you know, they like weren't that athletic. But like most of them ended up doing like fucking gear after high school. And I was like, yo, our football team was fucking horrible. Like, why couldn't you guys just roid up a year earlier and try out for the football team and like just fucking break skulls, you know?
Yeah.
Because they were all like fucking, you know, like they didn't even have like necks or anything. Couldn't put their fucking hands down.
I don't know football, but like, could football, like, I don't know. I don't know the sport, like playing it wise. Like, could you just be a big body and just be in the way and then be like a
100%
and be like a valid asset to the team?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. If you were like 6'4", fucking 350, like you were really good in high school football.
Yeah.
Like, cause you would just be a fucking lineman, and like on defense you could like be a D tackle and clog the middle, and so like teams couldn't run, you know.
Dude.
Like that's it.
You know, we had a guy who was 6'5", like 300. Now he's like, fuck him. Now he's just like enormously fat, but he does the body, like a powerlifting shit. I think now he's like, he's over 300 now.
Right.
But, yeah, I think he got to college. He played for Cortland.
Yeah,
but at college level, that's that next.
Yeah.
That's where you're like, fuck.
Yeah. My problem, like, I had, size and like, you know, because I'm like, you know, pretty decent size, 6 foot.
Yeah.
And then like I was always strong, but like, dude, I was just not fast. If I was faster, Like, I think my 40 was ridiculous. It was like because everyone compares a 40-yard dash to like the NFL, and those guys run like a 4.4, but like mine was like a 5.4, and like it's dude, it's like not great, you know. So it's like I really didn't have that speed. So like if I had speed, bro, I would have I could have went like D1 football if I ran like a 4.6, even 4.7.
You think you can do D1?
I probably could have because I had like skill, like especially
D1,
lacrosse. Like I was good at lacrosse.
Okay, D1, yeah. I was gonna say D1 football. That's
D1 football. It would have been weird because like I feel like the 6 foot is like kind of small for like a tight end.
It's very small for tight end, dude. D1.
I mean,
those guys are those guys are on TV.
But like a 6 foot linebacker, like say he's like 250, fucking solid muscle, runs a 4.4. Like that's a pretty good linebacker.
Yeah. Fucking. But a lot, yeah, dude, linebacker. Oh my god. My cousin was he was a kicker for the Florida Gators.
Yeah.
Kicker's not a big guy, but he's like, when you see those fucking, because they're also wearing pads, so they're even bigger.
Yeah.
He's like, when you see those monsters running at you, you're like, this is gonna hurt. Like,
yeah.
I better get this fucking ball away.
Bro, fucking Giants yesterday. Their kicker got fucking hurt on the first play of the game, right? He kicked off, and the fucking guy's running it back for a fucking 97-yard touchdown. And the kicker's chasing after him. He pulls his hamstring. He's out for the game. So they missed an extra point because the punter was kicking extra points. And then they tried to make up for the missed extra point, went for 2, missed that. Then they scored a third touchdown, couldn't kick an extra point, so they went for 2, missed that. So they left 5 points. They fucked up 5 points, and they lost by 3. It was one of the worst games I've ever seen the Giants play. All because they didn't have a kicker. People think kickers don't mean shit, and it's like until you don't have one. But like this happened last year to the Giants, is their kicker got hurt, and they sucked. I
don't really watch football, but I was watching watching last night, and the Jets were playing, and this guy, can we pull him up? It's number 77 on the Jets. You have to see the fucking size of this guy, dude. I was like looking at him. I was like, that's a human being, dude. Number 77. What's his name?
Tyron Smith.
That's it. Do we pull up a picture of him like on the episode or?
Yeah. Tony can get it going. Oh, it's not?
Becton?
Yeah, Mekhi Becton, I would say.
That's him? I think that's him. Yeah, dude, he was fucked. Oh my god, I saw him from like the back. I was like, what, dude? Like, you know when they're wearing pads, and then you see like more of their body sticking out past the pads, and you're like, you're bigger than the pads,
right?
Dude,
yeah.
What do you eat? Like, this is insane.
Dude, I played against DeBrickashaw Ferguson in high school. He was a fucking monster. He was just insane. He played for Freeport.
What's that guy look like?
Oh yeah, here he is. Here's this fucking guy. He seems like a huge person.
Dude, he was next to, comparatively, he was next to the other people on the field in the huddle.
Yeah.
And he still looked huge. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Dude, holy shit. Dude, if that guy, and you got to think of it like a guy like that has worked a series of bouncer jobs on his way to the top. You fuck around at the wrong bar, and that guy,
not necessarily.
Like in college, like
maybe,
like
maybe.
When he was like a sophomore.
Because if he was like a stud, like those guys like don't really work, you know.
Even in like college,
sometimes they get jobs, you know. But like, if you're smart, you don't want to take a job like that because you're gonna get in fucking fights and you could get injured and you know like the cops could come.
Who's hurting that fucking guy?
I know. I'm just saying, dude. You break a fist on someone's skull and you're out for 4 weeks because you worked as a bouncer. Like your draft pick fucking falls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'd imagine he would know that and probably just like he would punch you. He'd probably just launch you.
It's possible. It happens, but like. you know, like at Hofstra when they had a football team, they worked as bouncers because like they're fucking Hofstra and they're losers. You know,
that was kind of what was in my head as to why I thought that.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, like, you know, but like if I don't know what school that guy went to, but like say he's at like, you know, Florida State, Ohio State,
It's
like,
probably at a D1.
Yeah, 100%, you know. And then like, you know, Notre Dame, like the football team, like, you know, just went out. Like they didn't like really work, you know, because they get all their shit paid for.
Wow, it's when you're that big, do you think at high school, do you think like I'm probably gonna go pro? Like, do you think you're so much far advanced than
in high school? There's hope. In when you start out producing people in college is where like the dream starts to become real, you know, because like Long Island has had guys like, oh god, I'm gonna forget his fucking name now. There was this one kid when I was in high school. He was like shattering Long Island records. He was in Suffolk, so I didn't follow him as bad. Fuck, I can't remember his name, but he ended up going D1
for football.
Yeah, and like he was like Jason Gwaltney. He was like a phenom. Like no one on Long Island has ever went against someone that good. Like as a running back, you know, and he was just shattering touchdown, like, you know, records, like touchdown records. No one could touch him. He was just insane. So he went to a D1 school. He got there, and within like 3 months, he got caught stealing laptops and got kicked out of school.
Laptops?
Yeah, like laptops, like fucking.
Oh, laptops.
Yeah.
I thought you meant laptops, like the jacket.
No, I always say laptops.
Laptop,
you know, like because I'm an idiot.
Laptops.
But laptops.
Oh,
yeah, laptop computers.
What did he do that for?
Because he's just fucking a Long Island gangster.
He's
you know,
just
wannabe
schmuck.
gangster. He just stole like a couple thousand worth of laptops and fucking got kicked out of school. So then he like had to like wait a year or something like that, like fucked up, like, you know, now you get labeled as a bad kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then he went to like West Virginia, and then like he split time because he was out of football for a while, you know, like and like his hopes were gone, you know, because he did dumb shit, you know.
Fuck.
But like,
sucks.
I think he was even looked at for the pros. I don't know if he got undrafted and like made a team, but like he was that good that he could have made the pros, but like he kind of fucked up his own chance, you know.
Did anyone? I wouldn't bring it up. Like if I saw him at a bar, I wouldn't bring it up.
No.
Like, oh, you stole those laptops? You'd be like, yeah, I'll rip you apart in fucking RC Dugan's.
I thought maybe John Vellante could have went pro.
Well, he did. Oh, football.
Football, yeah. He was that good in high school. And then he was a middle linebacker at Hofstra, and he was like really fucking good. But you know, not many people look at Hofstra since like Wayne Crabett, you know.
Oh shit.
But like, if he would have went to like a better school, I think maybe he could have, you know, because he was just that athletic, you know.
Yeah.
But
he's a fun guy to go out with. I ran into him in RVC years ago, and he was drinking. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then I was I was like, oh,
yeah,
shit,
we're friendly. I've hung out with him a bunch of times.
Yeah.
He actually came to a show.
Did he?
Yeah, here. He's a really nice guy.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, dude, those fucking guys. Like, I hate when I hear a story about like just like a absolute stud, just ruin. You know, they get caught up and they have like 7 different kids with like 7 different women. I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, you have the money to pay for it, so whatever. But it's like,
dude, some of these people in the NFL, it's not even like that. Like, you're trying to exaggerate, dude. I think one of the guys, like Antonio Cromartie, was like 15 kids with 13 women.
It's wild,
dude. Like, that's insane.
I don't know why you'd want to be spread out that thin. There was one. Who the fuck?
Just doesn't bag it up.
There was one. Who the fuck was he? I don't remember, but it was a situation like that, and they asked him why, like, you want to live like this? Why do you want to live like this? He had like a ridiculous amount of kids with a ridiculous amount of women, and he was like, I'm building an army. All
I
right?
think that was him. I think it was this guy.
You think?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm building an army. You're going to see my seed take over the NFL. And when he said it like that, I was like, okay, I'm kind of with it now.
Yeah.
I get it. That's like, it's like Genghis Khan type. Like, I'm just going to take over.
Right. I could picture that.
Which you got to think, someone who's that much of a physical specimen, they're born different. They're born genetically different.
Yeah.
They're probably born mentally genetically different. Like, that's probably what a modern day warrior is like.
Yeah.
Like, if you went back then, they'd probably be on a horse leading an army.
Yeah.
Realistically. So, like, yeah, like, cool, they're not on a horse leading an army right now, but that's what a modern day warrior looks right now. Just like absolutely dominating a hard physical sport and becoming a millionaire and just like taking over this like mega thing.
Yeah, it's just like, basically like the Roman Colosseum evolving,
Yeah. I mean, that's like, what do you think a UFC fighter is?
Yeah.
Like, that guy is, I mean, we're in civilized society. You can't just go chopping people's arms off with the sword.
Right.
But you can fucking beat the hell out of someone in a cage and be a champion.
Yeah. That's like the highest level of competition, that and like the Olympics.
Yeah, dude. Those fucking gymnasts are out of control.
Yeah.
And they don't get enough credit.
No, they really don't. Like a lot of the Olympic athletes, like the wrestlers that go down to the Olympics, like you don't hear much from them. Like those people are,
it's either them or like Olympic gymnasts or wrestlers or NFL players, like that are in the best shape.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I feel like with NFL players, I mean, obviously there's a lot of genetics that play into being an Olympic athlete, but like,
yeah.
I mean, the NFL, that's like cream of the crop genetics. Like, I think they're so genetically dominant that if we, as a planet, were attacked by aliens from another planet, I think the military would start recruiting NFL players because that's the cream of the crop of our species, correct? They'd be like, we got to train these guys like to the best that we can in a short amount of time.
I don't know. The military's less about size and more about just following orders. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to unconditionally follow orders. That's what the type of person they want. Because if you're fucking 6'4", 350, and you got to walk through a jungle, you're going to stick out.
Yeah.
You're going to get shot pretty quick.
Well, yeah, the SEAL. Yeah, like I think a Navy SEAL, they're all under 6 foot.
I think most of them are, yeah.
I think they're all, because you got to be like small and durable.
Yeah.
You got to just be like a piece of fucking leather.
There's actually a good video about Navy SEALs. They called them like the Mighty Mouse crew. And like they were all under like 5'6". And they were like one of the hardest working crews going through like SEAL school and all that. And like it's like a motivational speech by like an admiral or something like that. It was like a cool YouTube video.
Damn.
But yeah, like they don't need you to be fucking 6'7", because when the aliens come, I think that's when we're gonna get some like cool technology.
You think they're gonna give it to us?
Yeah, I think they'd have to.
And then they're gonna be like, fight us.
Well, like if the aliens come and like everything is like turns into like a military state, like they're gonna want like the citizens armed, because like right now, like that's the reason why we're such a superpower is that normal citizens have guns. So if someone actually tried to invade us and start going door to door, like and cleaning up, like they would try to take over. Like say they landed on Long Island, they tried to like take over fucking the Hamptons and like work their way up towards the bridge. Like that would be a move, that they would do. But as they're going door to door, there'd be a guy in there with fucking ARs and shit, you
Yeah.
know, like causing problems, you know. Who knows if the guy's got grenades, you know?
Yeah.
Like a whole block could like link up and try to fight like these guys, you know, the power, like the, you know, people coming in.
I think
That's what we are. So if like aliens come, like that's what would happen. So they would want citizens armed with higher tech weapons.
I think Long Island would be tough. Staten Island would be tough. The Bronx would be tough. Brooklyn and Manhattan would fold like real easy, dude. If you want to beat the shit, if you were an alien and you were like, I want to take over New York, like where am I going to start?
Yeah.
I'd be like Brooklyn and Manhattan. Those guys,
Really?
those guys are not fucking meant for
I don't
fighting
know, man.
at all.
Brooklyn, like they started setting cop cars on fire. Like they don't give a fuck.
But like the urban parts are tough.
Yeah.
But like I'm talking just like
Oh, like the hipster.
just like the white people.
yeah, gentrification.
Anybody
Yeah.
but black or Spanish people.
Right.
Like
Okay.
just the white people. If we're just strictly talking whites,
I see.
the whites from Manhattan and Brooklyn,
Right.
oof, they just like cardigans and just like. Well, do you ever think about I have an Adam's apple. Anyway, shut the shut
You
the
fucking
fuck up.
bitch.
Yeah, that'd be rough,
All right, man. We gotta wrap up.
guys.
Anything you want to plug real quick?
Nah, just come to the show Friday.
JJ's.
We're at JJ's Tavern in Amityville.
Yeah, man.
What time
Should be
is the show?
fun.
Is this fucking
10 o'clock, actually. 10 o'clock show.
oh
It's a late show. That's why I took it. Because, I had plans at 8, but it's a 10 p.m. show.
cool.
It's going to be awesome. Me, Travis, a couple homies, Miguel, Renee. It's going to be fun times.
Yeah. Guys, Trav_Grant. That's Trav_Grant on Instagram. Travis Grant on Facebook. That's it. That's it for me.
At Treading Water Podcast. And at The Logic for me. Have a nice day, guys.